Welcome back after that break. On we go. Second presentation of the day for the Digital Front's first day. Right now I'm going to bring out onto the stage Jonathan Skogmo, the CEO and founder of Jukin Media.
Jonathan Skogmo. I am the founder and CEO of Jukin Media. We are living in an era where everyone, all of us, are walking around with a TV studio in our pocket. We're shooting video, capturing moments, and sharing that content with the world. On YouTube alone, over 400 hours of footage is being uploaded every single minute. And at Jukin Media, we believe the future of storytelling is user-generated. We discover and curate and distribute compelling stories told by everyday real people. I'm going to take a step back for a moment and take us back down to 2009, when it was my first visit to MIPTV. I came out here as a television show producer, producing a clip show for the Discovery Network. I came out here looking for content, but what I discovered was a new idea for a new company. That's me. That was, I think, at the Majestic across the street. I had a little bit more hair, a little slimmer, but just a little bit. But I was a man on a mission. And what I realized about MIP is the importance of this conference is about the ownership of IP. And I also realized that short-form video was going to be the future. And so when I came back to the States, I literally quit my job to form Jukin Media. Jukin Media, we're the world's largest curator of user-generated videos. We have over 40,000 videos in our library, over 150 employees and growing, and 3 global offices that we're going to expand this year. And some of our content is the most shared content on the entire web. It becomes that water cooler moment, that zeitgeist moment that everyone's talking about. Like this woman behind me, the screenshot with the Chewbacca mask on. That's Chewbacca Mom. It got over 150 million views in less than a week. And we get to work with some of the biggest media companies and brands in the entire world. We distribute and license our content to folks like Nike, ESPN, and Sky. And we're also seeing tremendous scale, particularly on our owned and operated channels. We decided to create our own operated channels and leverage our library to have a consumer-facing brand, and so we can engage with an audience. And Jukin Media last month got 1.5 billion views. And that makes us one of the largest, or at least the most viewed media companies in the world. Right behind 21st Century Fox and just in front of the NBA. And so we're seeing tremendous scale on our owned and operated channels. And so when I returned to the Palais back in 2014, I took one of our owned and operated brands and digital brands, and I was able to come back here with a format and a show based off our largest owned and operated brand. And that brand is called Fail Army. I like to say an ouch is an ouch in any language. Fail Army started out as a YouTube channel where we were programming 1 video a week. Today it is a global media brand with over 28 million fans, 850 million views, with incredible engagement of nearly 4 million shares and 2 million comments per month. Because of this brand, we were able to leverage the audience and spin off a format, a digital format for Verizon's new platform, Go90, where we produce 50 episodes. We were able to take that and turn into the linear show that I just mentioned, and I'm proud to announce we have now produced 100 episodes of Fail Army. That's currently in 200 in over 200 markets around the world. Fail Army became the blueprint for us to launch our original content, launch original initiatives, and create a development team. And here to talk about some of our originals, I have our Chief Development Officer and co-founder, Josh Entman. Give him a round of applause.
Wow. I remember when we came here in 2014, we just had a one sheet. There was no format. We had a great brand on YouTube, as John mentioned. And that brand, we were able to pull the data from YouTube and say, here's how many views we get in every territory, which was actually pretty valuable here. Going up to someone and saying, this is how many views we get in Germany, in Australia, in the UK. And very quickly, we got offers from distributors that were willing to finance this and take it out as a 30-minute clip show. So we're really excited to celebrate 100 episodes, come back to MIP, kind of where it all started. As John mentioned, we use that as the blueprint so that we could be in the business of creating original IP or creating franchises within our brands. Fail Army was the most popular. It was the most obvious choice. We came from a clip show background. We knew all about licensing those videos, but really we always wanted to own distribution from end to end, be the makers of that content, right? We have a massive library. We have a licensing business, but we are so much more than a B2B licensing company, right? We are a media company, and we are trying to cover from the discovery of that video all the way to the distribution of that video. So why aren't we packaging and creating our own formats? That's what launched the Originals team. And I'm really excited to spearhead that effort. We brought in some amazing people. And every day we sit in an office with hungry millennials finding great content, but more importantly, they're finding great stories. Everyone here has a phone. I'm gonna ask you to take it out later, don't let me forget. Everyone here has a phone. Everyone here has a video. Your pet, your kid, cousin, nephew, grandchild, it doesn't really matter, but you have that content sitting in your pocket, and occasionally you share that with the world. Maybe you share it with friends, maybe you upload it to YouTube, Facebook, etc. When you do that, we're looking to acquire that so that we can share your story and package that in new and interesting ways, whether it's a 3-minute digital series or a 60-minute linear television series. We have the ability to showcase this content in new ways, to modernize it, to make you think that a clip show is not just a clip show anymore, because in fact, it is slice-of-life moments that you are capturing. It's a lot of fun, I promise. When you see all these great videos come in every day, you actually never run out of ideas, right? Most people would think, well, isn't it hard just to think of formats with user-generated content? It's actually quite the opposite. Because we're not pigeonholed, we're not a production company that specializes in any one thing. We don't just focus on creating great dating formats. We're able to look at all the different categories. So whether it is documentary and it's seeing global events through different perspectives, or whether it's looking at different ways to create remix videos with artists. There's all these different fun elements that come into play every single day, and all we're trying to do is stay focused on our core, which is seeing the world through the lens of users. So because we're an internet video, one way you do that is look at pet videos, clearly. And we had the fun opportunity to create a show for Comcast Watchable in the US where we would turn short form pet stories into a sitcom. No easy task, believe it or not. It's not just putting up 10 pet videos and doing funny voiceover. We had to have a whole team of voice artists, about 3 dozen, full writer's room, crafting what turned out to be kind of short vignettes, if you will. And every episode was themed. So whether it was going out with your coworkers, sleeping with your best friend, core millennial stuff. So certainly we talked about our blueprint, right? Our owned and operated brands are paramount to the way we look at our consumer-facing side of the business. And so we have Fail Army. We were able to spin off Fail 5 as a franchise for Go90. We have Fail Army, the 100-episode TV show. The pet brand that we actually own and operate is called The Pet Collective. And that format derived from the digital brand. And we were able to kind of take it to Comcast as a format. So certainly we have pets if you're in the internet business. We have fails. More importantly, we kind of have the perfect bookend of that, and it's our newest property, and John's going to talk about it. It's called People Are Awesome.
So People Are Awesome, tonally the exact opposite of Fail Army, but we're going to apply the same roadmap by taking a digital property and spinning that off into new series and new IP. And so let's take a look at People Are Awesome. It's ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
So with People Are Awesome, we have this amazing, amazing ability to discover raw talent. And It's one of the few brands. If you're doing fails, you don't always get to discover talent in fail videos. No one wants to repeat that. But with these creators, it's all walks of life from all parts of the world. And we have a new format we're taking out at MIP this year called Fly Guys. And we thought about maybe showing you another reel, but it'd be better if they do the performance live in front of you guys. So everyone get out your phone, because you're going to share it, I hope. And please get ready for a stage performance. They're here tonight. We're really excited. Let's bring them out. This is the Fly Guys.
People are awesome.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, I live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the now we race against the sun. Now we race against the
Great job. Yeah. Great job, guys. Come on, one more time for the Fly Guys.
Have never felt more inconsequential in my entire life. Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for the invitation to speak with you today. It's a very exciting time to be a content producer, especially in this ever-changing media landscape. But if you have any questions, comments, or if you're interested in any of the formats or shows you've seen today, we would love to talk to you. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, and that concludes day one of the Digital Fronts. Thank you for your undivided attention, and obviously that was quite the showstopper there at the end. In 10 minutes, we will have the keynote from Roy Price at Amazon Studios, who, as most of you know, is definitely shaking up the linear and digital collision that's underway. So hang on to those seats, because this room is going to get packed. And thank you again for coming to day one of the Digital Fronts.